Man hör ändå någonting i bakgrunden här. Ifrån spelet. Jag vet inte vad. Jag kommer tillbaka i alla fall till Meteor World Actor. Det var också här jag sa att det kommer bli väldigt förvirrande att hoppa in här, men det är logiskt att avsluta. Det har väl precis varit någon slags transition här. Och sen bara, right. I put my razor down with a click. Then I take out the tablet. I haven't taken one since last night. I'm not planning on taking one today. My instincts are telling me to prepare for anything. Jaha. Men undrar om den där medicinen, de där pillerna han tar, om det är något så här, någonting som ska contain his magic power eller någonting. We're involved in a tricky case. I need to be ready. Sorry, but I can't take it today. Just hang out there. Not bloody likely. I know, but I doubt a guy is still looking for you. Dessutom, man skulle inte gå runt i random hus. Finding a human is hard enough. A doll-sized pixie would be almost impossible. Better to use the energy to make good on an escape. The normally jappy Melissa is clearly worried. I guess you can't count on much security here. That's true. Okay, I'll take you into the agency. But you have to wait things out in the 13th division without letting anyone know you're there. You're what? What new terror is this? Wow. Yeah, she's been getting crafty again. Vänta, va? I just hope today's goes smoothly. That was my first thought after waking up. Ja. Sorry, I have to get to work. I have work. I'm a detective. This is important. I don't have time for this. I'll make a run for it. Nej, varför känns det som att det där är liksom... Hade det här varit en... Ja, i och för sig. Hade det varit en mycket mörkare version novel, tänkte jag säga. Men det här det har väl varit hyfsat mörkt hittills. Det handlar om trafficking och... Ja, jag vet inte. Inte trafficking, men kidnappning och grejer. Det känns som att det här är en flagg till att när vi kommer hem så kommer huset väldigt förstört eller någonting. That's a shame. Kanske inte. Jag vet inte. Eller? Jag vet inte. It'll be an all-nighter. I'll be back early tomorrow. Det känns som att någonting kommer hända. God damn it, you old crone. Just die already. But if Toma dies, someone else would just replace her. They could be even worse. Better the devil you know. Okay. Stay healthy, old lady. At least 40 more years, if you can make it. Ja, hon är ju ganska rolig att ha att göra med, eller? Hon försöker bara göra sitt jobb. Var lite snäll mot henne. You're 90? Oh my. I knew she was old, but 90? That's one sprightly old lady. Average human lifespan gets longer every year, but wow, that's the march of progress for you. Nutrition, health management, environment management. Longer lifespans mean an aging problem. And that means bringing in even more of the other races. What'll happen to this country in the years to come? Who cares? I need breakfast. I don't want to go. Morning. Hey. How did you hear that? That info is supposed to be on a need to know. Oh. Nice one, Tamako. Even between us, she'd get in trouble if anyone found out. Trust a 13th detective to snoop in the database. Tamako has skills, but hardly the best in the MPA. Still, her brilliance isn't in question, and being part of the agency allows her to make use of her strengths. Just take it easy. You're finished if they find you.
それにフリーになったらなったで稼ぐ手はいくらでもありますし。
Go ahead. I guess you're right.
俺は正義の名のもとに大暴れできることを気に入ってるからいいけどな。お前の場合はもっと別のところでもいいよな。
Being able to get violent in the name of justice. Okay.
そうですね。ただここは楽というか居心地がいいので、今さら仕事マンにはなれません。
Not going to strike out on your own?
起業するバイタリティを持ってたらここにいませんよ。
I understand completely.
おはようございます。
The rookie comes in. This is her first violent criminal. Why isn't she tenser? You seem pretty relaxed.
いえ、そんなことはないですよ。意外と眠れないものですね。昨日は寝不足で。もしかしたら
Vad är de har i bakgrunden? New World. Är det någon sån LP? No. She got all worried over that. The 13th won't have to do a thing, don't worry.
No. ルカらしくない優しさだな。
心がこもっているとは思えないので意味ないですけどね。私なら薄っぺらい言葉を投げかけられる方が嫌です。
If you had a terminal illness, I'd have a lot to say.
その時は入院先を教えないのでご安心を。ルカ先輩はさすがですね。全然気にしてないようです。
We know who we're after, but that's about it. And as I said, the 13th won't have to do
ど
anything.
うしてそんなことがわかるんですか？リスクを最小限にするため、当日直前まで詳細は伏せられていますよね。
We're still just going to be backup. You'll be the first going in to actually arrest Fivana, just like
で
always.
も取り逃がすケースだってあります。
Then he'll just get hunted down. We'll only bump into him if Fivana escapes, then get through the other net set up to catch him. The probability of both things happening is low. Do you see now?
ああ、
Yeah, I guess so.
ルカの言う通りじゃないが、気負う必要はないぜ。
本当に重産家というところは邪魔者扱いされてるんですね。重箱の隅ですからね、ここは。
So, just take it easy.
私ももしかしたらこんな刑事さんたちになっていくんでしょうか。
So long as you're in the 13th division, I'm afraid so. Night falls, and the 1st division finally makes contact. It's late, so the detectives not on the case have gone home.
行きましょう先輩。
Yeah, go get the car ready. I'm going to have a
わか
smoke.
りました。
As soon as Clarice leaves, Melissa flies out from my
じゃ
coat.
あ私はおとなしくしてればいいわけね。
That's right. I made this pile of books for you. Sleep under there. Under?
だっていうか散らかってる
Vadå
だけだよ。
under? Liksom gjort som ett tält utav böcker eller? Korthus. Whatever.
いってらっしゃい。できるだけ早く帰ってきてね。
Någonting kommer hända här. Någonting kommer gå väldigt fel. Jag minns inte vad hela de här chaptersarna heter. Cold Cruel Outlaws. Ja, någonting kommer gå fel här. That's exactly what I want to do.
うわ、すごい。
Flyger ni nu eller? The sky is swarming with helicopters. 9 p.m. and Ikuta finally starts the operation.
すごいですよ先輩。容疑者一人になんだか物々しすぎますね。
He has 12 priors. This is pretty standard. We also can't let him escape and make us look bad. They're pulling out all the stops on this one. Even if he escapes the hideout, he'll never escape by air. Anyway, I just hope catching him actually solves the case. I have my doubts about Fivana's involvement in this. There's a good chance he assisted the murderers. But it doesn't mean he's deeply connected to
でも
them.
手引きしたのなら手がかりは得られるはずですよ。
I just have to pray for that.
それで先輩、どうして私たちはこんな路地裏に。
Ikuta's orders. I'll take out my cell phone and open the map. There are units on every route Fivana could use to escape. These narrow alleys in particular are hard to cover by air. If Fivana even manages to get out onto the streets, that is, His hideout is already surrounded by police officers.
私たちは外れを引かされたということでしょうか。こんなところに犯人が逃げてくるとも思えませんし。
I guess we'll see. There's a reason why Fivana has never been apprehended in the past. He's a Sedgit. Nu verkar det som att han liksom ändrar lite inställning till det här. He's far tougher and stronger than humans like me. Service pistols won't do much to him. His powers aren't fully known, which makes him slippery. That's what it means to fight a keeper. I take a case of tablets out. Not the usual ones. Det va?
よく飲んでますよね、胃腸薬。お酒控えた方がいいの？
Men det där var någon annan slags... Nu. Det är väldigt mycket som händer i det här avsnittet, fast... Ändå inte. Det känns som att det här är liksom... Nu håller vi på att bygga upp till någonting stort här som kommer hända. Förmodligen... Jag misstänker att det kommer vara typ slutet på Chapter 1 eller vad det är. Om det här spelet ens har chapters, jag tror att det har chapters. Eftersom att det står Cold Cruel Outlaws. Så misstänker jag att det här är början på slutet på Chapter 1. Om jag får gissa. Leave me alone. That's the only fun in my life. Yes, this really is a stomach pill. I'm not taking the other type today. Men va? Another type då. Tell me, what's so great about your life?
それはやはり美味しいものを食べたりすることじゃないですか？
Okay. That's not much different from enjoying drinking.
体を悪くしますよ。
Tell that to the fatties. Food can mess you up too. You can't sweat the small stuff. That's why madness
そ
lies.
うでしょうか。
Men han är inte fel, men... Fivanas hideouts go. It sounds like they're having fun.
窓ガラスが割れている。フィバナは窓から逃走した模様。至急先回りされたし。
逃がしたみたいです。
This would be too easy if we just took him down in his hideout. Crackle, crackle, beep.
現在ホライズンウェイより東へマルヒ逃走中。マルヒ特徴。坊主頭に顔を覆うほどの
7 foot 2 inches.
20センチほど。
Jag vet inte hur långt det är. Det är väl typ... Vad är det? Är inte det typ... Närmare 215-220 centimeter? Nu ska vi se om jag har rätt. Jag har bara... 2,18 meter. Jag hade typ rätt. Wow. Lite imponerad över mig själv. Wow.
続いて種族はセグイット。警ら中の者は直ちに急行せよ。
Crackle, crackle. Oh boy. Bingo. It seems he's coming this way. Is that lucky or unlucky? Get ready, rookie. This is our first big fish. Yeah.
巻いてやったぜ。
Han verkar väldigt andfådd. The large Fivana leans on a wall, catching his breath. Crackle. We're trying not to breathe when the radio crackles again. Fivana notices the noise and goes on guard. Beep, crackle.
何の音だ？
Kanske inte bra idé att ha radion. Sätt på
現
ljudlöst.
在マルヒを見失った模様。ピッツ通り付近で見失った模様。
Bra att han pratar med sig själv också. Han är inte smartare själv. Now he knows that we're the police.
犬どもがうじゃうじゃ湧き上がった。
Kan man få se någon bild av honom? Fivana hears the police radio and smashes his fist into the ground in rage, leaving 2 fist-sized holes in the hardened concrete. I quietly close the distance between us. Panicking a little, Fivana gives a shout.
グランドボンバー。
Grand Bomber. This ridiculously named technique uses all Fivana's strength. The ground splits apart, sending person-sized fragments flying from his feet up into the air. He's only making it worse on himself. It's an added charge of property damage.
何ぼーっとしてるんですか？上ですよ、ルカ先輩。
Yeah, looks like he's up there. The rookie, hiding in the shadows, leaps into action.
追いかけないと。
She shouts. So let's talk, more action, move.
行きます。テルサバビサ。
Delsa Pamisa. She's only a few seconds behind Fivana, That last thing the rookie yelled was probably Elvish. Hon har väl sagt det förut. She floats up from the shadows like a dark wind, rising up and away between the buildings. She comes down disappointed. Probably let him get away. His bulk bellied a lot of speed. That explains how he escaped the police cordon. Du, för en gångs skull så är han ganska oskyldig. Jag vet inte. Han kanske kunde ha gjort någonting, ja, men... She shouts loudly right by my ear. Once in a daytime. You could have picked up the pace a little yourself. Easier said than done. You see what he did to the ground? Can't blame a guy for flinching. There are huge chunks missing from the concrete. He punched the ground so hard it went flying. That once in a daytime was obviously incorrect too. She must have meant to say once in a lifetime. What was that he shouted? Grand something? That definitely sounds like an attack, not a jump, right? Yeah, I wasn't scared, you know. I just froze up for a moment. Yeah. So Fivan escaped, and the rookie's not happy. Enough. These things happen sometimes. I toss a pill from in my coat into my mouth. A bitter flavor hits me hard. No hint of sweetness. Familiarity doesn't improve the taste. Hey, we got Sazan in the end, you know. Jag tycker det... Don't get cocky now, Rocky. I've been at this for a long time, you know. Jag tycker det är skitkul att göra sån där... Men det är inte det samma konversation de hade förut. What does she think she knows after all of a week? Eller vänta, det här är i början igen. Ja, vänta, jag tror vi har gått full circle nu, för det här är väl samma scen som var precis i början av spelet. Quit your whining. Tror jag i alla fall. Real detectives can't afford to care what the boss thinks. Shut it. I don't want to talk about it anymore. Anyway, this guy really made a mess. The repair bill for all this isn't going to be pretty. Är det verkligen någon som vill reparera den här back alley? Verkar inte vara så... Jag vet inte. Our precious taxes down the drain again. Det är väl lite fel motivering, eller lite fel inställning att ha. Ja, hon är inte så mycket bättre själv. Hey, look here. Just as I'm ready to repair a new one, my radio crackles. We got him. She got it right this time. That's the first division for you. Always quick to clean up. Jag tror att det här är samma scen som i början. Vi kommer säkert kanske få ett intro nu eller någonting. Liksom det här bara var en prolog eller någonting. Loud and clear. What can I do for the great first division? Sorry, it was tougher than I expected. De fick ju låta som att han var liksom väldigt stor big shot och nu är det liksom class E fellow. Okay. The radio cuts out. Guy's a damn genius at giving me shit. Vanna's no class E, and we weren't the ones who did the raid. We just failed to clean up some other division's mess. I guess that's still a problem. Rookie, look at your watch. Yes, look. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Clock out time. I'm heading home. Okej, det där var lite så här. Nu fick man lite så här uncanny-känsla när hon säger det, för spelet heter ändå Meteor World Actor. Jag undrar om det har någon betydelse. Det har jag inte ens tänkt på. Jag undrar om det har någon betydelse. Att det kommer hända någonting med en meteorit. Let a meteorite strike. Isn't your motto to finish work on time too?
でも先輩はダメです。
Oh yeah, and who exactly decided that? I almost feel like trying to twist my brain around it. You got such a foul mouth when you talk to
言っ
me.
たじゃないですか。私は相手を見て判断するんです。引き上げましょうか、ルカ先輩。これ以上ここに残っていてもいいことはありませんし。
Yeah, you said it. I look up to see rain starting to patter down.
あ、降ってきちゃいましたね。
Our weather here is unstable, turning on a dime. Still, Fivana give up pretty easily, don't you think?
どういう意味ですか？
He's been killing people and avoiding capture for a pretty long time. Just lying low. Why do you think he poked his head up now?
捕まえたらわかることだとは思いますけど、やはり逃走資金が尽きたからではないでしょうか。逃走を続けるのにも先立つものが必要ですから。
That's a pretty good guess for a rookie. Maybe, but if so, how did they find the hideout so easily? You'd think he'd be careful about keeping that secret.
そんなことより、私は制服が濡れる方が気になります。
No need, it's bound to stop
そうな
soon.
んですか？
This is only a quick squall. It'll really start pouring down a little later. Vet du det? I'm still not happy. It's like he wanted to be
よく
found.
わかりません。
I guess I'm overthinking things. Like the rookie says, Fivana's interview will reveal all. Jag är nog bara lockbete för något större. Förmodligen, let's
了
go.
解です。
Roger, Roger. The rain starts to ease off.
本当だ。やみましたね。
Like I said,
先輩は刑事じゃなく予報士になるべきだ
the
と。
weatherman is here with his balloons. Shut up.
ただいま戻りました。
So we are.
ご苦労様。フィバナには逃げられてしまったみたいだけどね。
面目次第もありません。一世一代のチャンスだったのに。
That small fry wasn't a chance. It wasn't
そ
anything.
の小物すら取り逃がしたんだけどね。
俺が行けばよかったぜ。
Actually, what are you doing here this late? It's already after 10
こ
o'clock.
っちも事件だな。今から帰りだ。
いろいろと疲れたんですよ。私たちは無事犯人を捕まえましたけどね。
誰かと違ってね。
I have no idea who you mean. I feel shitty. I need a smoke. I leave my mocking colleagues behind and go out to smoke. With Ruka gone, the 13th division falls quiet. Seeing an opportunity, I move over to Chief Yamada.
係長、私はルカ先輩を信じてついて
Vänta, är det här ifrån hennes perspektiv? Eller va? With Ruka gone, the 13th... Jag tror det är från hennes perspektiv nu. Can I trust Ruka?
まだ先輩について1週間ほどですが、これまでの犯人は全て取り逃がしたと言ってもいいです。
Eller var det där i början? Jag tror det.
私の未熟さも分かってはいるつもりですが。
早くも不安になったか？
Wars gives a brash laugh at my concerns.
頑張るつもりですが、どうしても気になってしまって、先輩が万年ここにいるのは能力不足なのでしょうか。
君の目には彼はどんな風に映って
Känns som att det här bara är liksom slutet på prologen verkligen.
それは
当ててみよう。物草で頼りがいがなくて適当でおよそ人の心を持っているとは思えない。刑事としての腕前だって怪しい。それに時間やお金にルーズでだらしない不潔男。そんなところなんじゃないかな。
半分くらいは、さすがに全部が全部当たっているとは思えませんが。
じゃあ否定するところはどこだよ？
ないかもしれません。フォローできませんよね。無理ないですけど。
今僕が言ったこと、その全ては本当だよ。
やっぱり本当なんですね。
I still can't contain my disappointment. Having spent so long looking up to detectives, expecting them to be cool, the calm down is rough. Of course your partner's abilities affect your performance. There are severe limits if one side is holding you back. Chief Yamada gently touches my slumped shoulders.
だけどね、彼の腕前に関してだけははっきり
No,
訂
yeah,
正して
sure.
彼はこの13課の誰よりも強い優秀な刑事だ。
そんな慰めはいりませんです。そうですよ係長。さすがにそれはちょっと。ボスさん
Wars fell silent at Chief Yamada's words.
いいんですか係長、その話をしても。
パートナーのクラリス君なら知る権利はあるんじゃない
Vad
か
får vi
な。
veta nu då?
まだ1週間です。
一体何の話ですか？
飛龍君の刑事としての能力の話だよ。
Vad är... What's your secret? Tell me.
クラリス君もタマコ君も冗談だと思うだろうけどね。彼の腕前はその辺の刑事じゃ歯が立たないんだよ。
先輩がですか？冗談なんですよね。
Nej, någonting är
本当
ju...
のことだよ。彼はこの13課一の刑事と言ってもいい。
そりゃないぜ係長。この俺様を忘れてますよ。
じゃあ君は飛龍君と対峙したとして絶対に
Men alltså, defeat him liksom in combat? Eller hur
そ
menar
り
ni?
ゃもちろん。
刑事人生にかけて誓えるかな。
The chief is utterly serious. Of course, I expect Wars to answer right away. I really don't think Ruka is all that strong. Besides, Wars is a Sedgit. There's no way a human could compete in close combat.
殴り合いなら勝ちますよ。
There.
マジの殺し合いだとわかんないかもですね。
He isn't denying Ruka's detective skills.
でも普段からは全く想像できません。
そりゃそうさ。あいつは魂が抜けてるからな。
Huh?
魂が抜けている
Att han inte har någonting...
か。
Att han inte har någonting kvar att förlora så han kan liksom gå all out, eller vad menar ni?
そういえば私が13課に来る
Eller?
前は冷徹な刑事だったとか？
Det är i alla fall ganska intressant. Ganska välbehövd någon slags
あくまでそん
story
な
här.
噂を聞いたことがあるだけですが、教団事件にだけは熱心だったと聞いたこ
Ja,
と
just
があり
det.
ます。
Nu har jag hört lite om The Cult Massacre.
ああ。あん時が一番あいつが殺気立ってた時だったな。今からじゃ想像もつかないおっかない刑事だった。
そうなんですか？
生き残った教団関係者が次々と殺されていったのもその頃か。
ちょっと待ってください。まさか先輩が？
憶測はいけないよバース君。彼は刑事だ。無意に人を殺めたりはしないよ。
Hmm.
ま、確かに証拠はないっすけどね。ともかく教団の連中はどいつもこいつも凄腕のキーパーばかりだった。そんな連中とあいつは張り合ってたんだから大したもんだぜ。
逮捕した教団のメンバーも一人や二人じゃないしね。
今ではとてもそんな風に。
キーパーと対峙する力はもちろん、彼の嗅覚は本当に鋭かったんだ。次々と隠れ潜む教団のメンバーを探し当てたからね。
それも遠い昔っすよ。
確かに。
だから俺は刑事としての誇りをなくしたあいつを持ち上げる気にはならねえけどね。
Even hearing all that, it still doesn't make sense to me. But I also can't believe the two of them are lying.
大切なことは、飛龍ルカって刑事の実力はすごいってことさ。彼のそばにいれば、きっとそれがわかる日が来る。
Hmm.
だから、諦めずに食らいつくんだ。
Yes, sure. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Can I go home now, Chief? I ask, having come back from smoking my cigarette. Everyone turns to look at me. What's this?
やっぱり全く見えませんけど。
Alright.
頑張ってね、クラリス君。
Can't see what now?
何でもありません。
I'm off home to sleep. I work too hard. The rookie suddenly gives a shout.
どうしましょう。
Cool it, what now?
警察手帳。
What were you thinking, you dumbass?
グランドなんとかのあの衝撃波を受けた
Grand Bomber. Go look for it then.
そうい
クラリス君は新人だからね。まだ土地勘もないんじゃないかな。
Så jag tycker den här whiteboarden i bakgrunden är så himla obehaglig.
はい私は以前別の地区に住んでいましたので
ということで頼めるね。
För betalt. Please chief, this is overtime on top of overtime.
それくらいしてあげてよ。ね。
With that, the chief punches my time
今の
card.
取り逃がした穴埋めと思ってさ。
Man, lay it on thick. Let's get this over with the rookie brains.
見つかりました
Wow, det gick fort. Shortly after returning to the scene, Clarice gives a shout. In her hand is a police badge. Never lose your badge again. It's a vital
気
tool.
をつけます
The rain starts to fall again.
雨だ
I told you it was going to start up.
どうしたっけ
It's not going to stop so quickly this time. It'll be heavy for a while.
急いで帰りましょう
It's already too late to avoid getting wet. Ja, så vi kan lika gärna bara stå här. If you weren't such a clutch, we'd be home by now. Walking through the rain, we hurry back to the agency. All this way just to punch out. How
走りません
pathetic.
か先輩
It won't change anything. We'll be soaked either
そ
way.
れはそうかもしれませんが
Running in the rain feels good. Okay, let's just get soaked together. A tasteful parody of a TV commercial, I have to say.
私は先に戻りますね
Get soaked together. Det låter som om man ska dricka sprit.
こんな
Hey.
びしょ濡れ状態でルカ先輩のくだらないノリに付き合います
Getting soaked in the rain. That's your attitude. After I came out here to help
だ
you?
って無駄に濡れてたくありませんし
Calm down. It's nice to feel the rain sometimes,
み
right?
じんも思いません
I tried to convince her, but she won't listen. Okay, so you're not going to
では
listen
遠慮
then.
なくお先に失礼します
With that, she tries to run off. I dash forward. I dash forward and grab her arm. CG? Hold
何
on.
ですかいきなり告白とかされても困
Oh
ります
my. Quit it. This is no time for
よ
jokes.
大体の言動が冗談みたいなもんじゃ
Look out. Look, up ahead.
前
The rookie finally realizes something is wrong. The moment the rookie sees the problem, she tenses up. She sees the two hooded figures in front of us. They came running hard from the opposite direction, but upon seeing us, they appear to have stopped still. A small one and a big one. Very much like the suspects in the Rupture murder.
どういうことでしょうかフィバナはさっき捕獲されたって言いましたよねあの大きい方はフィバナじゃなかったんですか
Oh no. Don't ask me. I hope they just passed us by, but I doubt it. The big one keeps the small one from stepping forward. All dressed up. Who walks the street with even their face covered? It's like holding up a sign asking to be stopped. We're totally soaked. Wish I had a get up like that.
どうしますか先輩
Okej, efter en liten kort reklampaus är vi tillbaka igen. What should we do, Ruka? You just stay still. I can't let the rookie go first. Calming myself, I decide to just do my job. You can't even be sure these are the two we're after. They don't feel like killers, but that doesn't mean much. Which is why I have to continue investigating this case. I'm going to have to ask for ID with the police. They remain silent, giving no answer. Can't hear me over the rain? We're the police. ID, please. They maintain their silence, still giving no answer. Staying silent isn't going to do you any good. This will only take a moment if there's nothing to see. I take the gentle approach, but they aren't interested. Did we really just bump into the killers? Playing it carefully, I place my hand on my gun, and the larger of the two slowly opens his mouth.
今急いでいる。通してもらえないだろうか。
So you can talk. From the voice, he could be in his 40s or 50s. He's got a solid, burly tone. No can do. Well, one last time, I'm with the police, don't move. At that, the large man puts both hands inside his clothes.
二人とも両手を見える位置に壁に手をついてください
Det är en väldigt skum sprite. Lite halvskum sprite. Hennes huvud ser konstigt ut. Men okej. Behind me, the rookie draws her gun and points it at him. How long has it been since I last drew my gun like this?
何か勘違いしているようだが、我々は何もしていない。
I know, you're about to do something, right?
やはり勘違いしているようだ。
The big man gives a theatrical sigh. A mistake I don't mind making, I really hope I'm wrong. My being wrong would save us a whole lot of work. I'd be perfectly happy if that was indeed the case.
今急いでいる。通してもらいたい。
I'm sure you would, but we're the ones who decide
こ
that.
れ以上お前たちの相手をしている時間はない。
The man's demeanor changes, but it doesn't seem cooperative. Looks like he's shifting into combat mode. The streets are shut down, but not quite empty. There are lots of people inside the buildings. You seem happy to waste more time chatting. If you just let us search you, this would all be
正
over.
直に言えば、お前たちを疑っている。私たちを追う追っ手の可能性があるからな。
Pursuers? That's interesting. What's pursuing you exactly? I narrowed the distance between us. The police, gangsters, or just hallucinations? I close in, step by step. We're just 15 feet apart.
申し訳ないが、それ以上近づくようであれば、
With that, the big man steps forward.
すぐに片付けます。
You just threatened to kill a cop, didn't you?
確かに警官の格好をしているようだが、服装がそうであれば安心できるというものではない。
疑っているようですが、バッジも見せたと思います。
同じことだ。それも本物であ
Okay.
るかもしれ
Fan,
ない
det här är lite intressant ändå. Good point. Impersonating an officer is a crime, but easy to do. A violent criminal can hardly get in more trouble. That can hardly get in more trouble. But that doesn't mean we're in the wrong here.
普通信じてくれますよね。
They must have some other reason they won't believe us. They're afraid of us getting close dressed as the police. The large man takes his hands out again. I thought he had a weapon, but both hands are empty. However, I can tell he knows how to use his fists. They're covered with old scars, like battle wounds. If he's a Sedgit, then those fists are powerful weapons. I keep my gun on him. A gun on him. Still slowing mowing forward. What? After 2-3 steps, the big man makes a move. Without thinking, I pull the trigger. The big man doesn't even try to dodge, just sweeps his arm. With a metallic sound, a flash of light pings out. The big man suddenly has an ornate sword in his hand. Where was hiding that? He can't possibly have drawn it. It was just suddenly there. A keeper who can create his own sword? Looks like it. He also looks a pretty tough one.
ついてませんね。
Varför har översättningen blivit väldigt konstig här? This is a stroke of bad luck, Ruka, yeah? Not the kind of thing you need after hours. The man has stopped, but now he moves again. The big man closes the distance quickly, swinging the sword created by his keeper abilities. The rookie and I scramble away. The threat of that swing is enough to make us wary. This isn't going to be easy. His stance makes it clear he's a seasoned fighter. But that fact leads to further suspicions. I don't know enough to make that call yet, though. Clarice! I shout, circling to the left. The rain blurs our vision, but we have to try something.
撃ちます。
The rookie and I open fire on the big man. No human could hope to react in time at this distance. However, both bullets are knocked away by the blade. Are we trapped in a movie? We fire again, changing angle. Vad hände med hon den andra då? Vad håller hon på med just nu? We both fired at the exact same time. It shouldn't be possible to deflect bullets like that. We aren't even using lethal ammo, so he could probably take the hit. Is he just showing off? Doesn't seem the type for that. What?
凶悪犯ってこんな強い人ばっかりなんですか？
Not the time for questions. The man keeps his sword up without moving. His focus stays on us, offering no openings. However, this does solve one issue.
命までは取らん。だが、追えないようそれなりの怪我は覚悟してもらうぞ。
The big man closes the distance toward me. This is turning into a battle in a residential area. That's what I'm thinking when the man suddenly turns his back on us both.
もう見つかってしまったか。
He mutters bitterly. I could fire into his unprotected back, But I'm also distracted by what he's looking at. Hey, what now? The hooded pair we're currently facing. Behind them, 2 more hooded figures emerge from the rain. I was still reeling from before. And now this?
どういうことですか、先輩。
Who knows? I'm asking the same questions as you are. Now there are 4 suspicious characters on the scene. Things are really getting out of hand. I'm not getting paid enough for this
どうし
shit.
ますか、先輩。
Det borde ni ha gjort för länge sedan, helt ärligt. Clary slowly makes a move for the radio on her belt. Probably a good idea.
私が背を向けたにもかかわらず何もしないところを見ると、どうやらお前たち2人は本当に警察のようだな。
Like we've been telling you.
ならばその点は信用しよう。
Okay. The man in front of us quickly changes his attitude. It could be a trap, but at least he isn't after us.
その上で、お前たちに頼み応援を呼ぶのはやめてもらえないだろうか。
Afraid not. We have 4 suspicious people, including at least 1 keeper.
できればことを荒立てたくはないのだ。
Us too, but it's spiraling pretty hard already.
困ったものだ。
おとなしく職質を受けてください。
Kanske inte bästa tipset just
そんな
nu.
ことができる状況ではないのだ。
With that, the big man in front of us pushes back his hood. He is clad in full armor. Okay, kan vi få se ansiktet också? Bara vänta på att ögonen skulle komma ut där. His appearance matches his rugged voice, though he could be older, maybe in his 60s. He's bleeding from one arm and looks like he's been fighting. He proceeds to make a heartfelt request.
我々はあの2人から追われ、
Looks that way. Who are they?
我々を狙う暗殺者とだけ答えておこう。
Assassins, is it?
この場は見逃して行かせてもらえないだろうか。
I'd like to, but I don't think I can. Showing your faces isn't enough for us to trust you. It's like you didn't believe in our badges.
残念だ。
The other big hooded man launches himself at the knight, swinging with an arm as thick as a telephone pole. Fist strikes sword with a dull sound. Sword versus fist should be no contest, but the hooded assailant just keeps punching.
大変なことになりました。
You're telling me? The small figure watches the armored man with concern. I'm starting to get an idea of what's going on here. One thing is for certain, these 2 are definitely under attack by the other 2. I don't know which side is good and which is evil. We can't dismiss the possibility that both are evil. If we let the first 2 go, the others will still be here. They won't just leave their target alone.
やっと状況が見えたようだな。
The armored man shouts as he fends off the fists.
先輩、やはり応援を呼ぶべきです。尋常な動きじゃないですよ。
I get where she's coming from, but I still stop her. One thing, are you the one they want, or is it... I glance at the smaller hooded figure.
その質問には答えられない。
That tells me plenty, but it's too vague to be useful. Okay. This is a very important question, though. Depending on your answer, we may be able to help you.
先輩、何言ってるんですか。
Just shut it for a second, rookie. I growl, and Clarice shuts up. If you won't answer, we will have to arrest you all. Every single second counts. The man thinks for a moment. I see, and that's a shame.
私です。狙われているのは私です。
She answers me just as I reach for the radio. Her armored companion stops when he sees that. Vem är det där? The brawler he's fighting also drops back.
交代だ。俺にもやらせろ。
Är det där en utav karaktärerna som är på framsidan av spelet? Jag tror inte det. Ska kolla. Jag har en bild här någonstans. Med en thumbnail. Här, Meteor thumb. Jo, det är det. Oh, wow, okej. Så det här är en ny karaktär. Förmodligen kommer vara ganska viktig. Okej.
一人でやれるか。
当然。
よろしいのですか。
気 急事態です。
Mel.
私はメル、彼はハルソン。ある理由からあの男たちに狙われています。
Så där kommer hon kommer vara en route också för många.
この方たちなら力になってくれるかと。
His injuries suggest that they've had it out already. Däremot så tror jag att jag har hört, om jag minns rätt så är routesen i det här spelet inte så jättebra. Själva main storyn är jättebra, men alla liksom character routes är ganska med, om jag minns rätt från det jag har läst. Inga spoilers dock, men well, luckily those two seem to prefer to avoid the fights as seen to. Their hood suggests they want to stay anonymous.
あなた方はこの国を守る人たち。はい、何度か申し上げていますが、警察のものです。
Her phrasing is strange, roundabout. Almost like she doesn't understand what police even are.
助けを求めておいて勝手は承知ですが、私は今目立つわけにはいかないのです。
With that, she puts her hood back on.
もしかしたらあの者たちのような存在が押し寄せるやも。
The girl, Mel, looks at the other two hooded figures. More like them. I think I'd rather avoid that. I'm not even getting paid for this. To be honest, we can't handle all four. So we have to trust the pair willing to share information. The enemy of my enemy and all that jazz. We will handle this.
いいですか先輩。勝手すると絶対怒られますよ。
That's a few more reports to write.
塵も積もれば山となる。
Was that the saying? I already had a mountain anyway. Most detectives are busy with Fivana right now. Even if we called for backup, we wouldn't get help soon. Om det är akut så borde ni få det, men vad vet jag. What abilities do they have? What weapons? Är det nu det här liksom blir ett RPG istället som man får faktiskt slåss?
右の男は強烈な拳を武器にしている。両方が魔術を使うが詳しくはわからん。
Magic too, huh? So they have some innate abilities. They're even shadier than the first two. Just have to work out with what we have. You there, Mel, was it? Can you fight?
それは無理だ。メル様にはそのようなことはできない。
So she's basically a ball and chain, which means it's not going to be an easy 3-on-2. You and the rookie, protect your little lady.
先輩一人でやるんですか？
What other choice do I have?
目の前で殺されるのは見たくないんです。
I recall the punches the big guy just unleashed. Yeah, good point. You fight them. The small one closes in and slashes with a dagger. I jump back, making it to safety, but without Harrelson's warning I might have been dead right there. Ugh. No choice but to go all out against these killers. I fire a bullet from my gun. Detectives' guns are loaded with special ammo. It's designed to inflict impact damage without penetrating. In other words, we generally don't kill people. However, its efficiency doesn't matter until it's hit. The small one quickly avoids the bullet, as though he knew it was coming. En liten ödlemänniska. The midget ignores me and goes straight for Mel. Harrelson stays calm and boldly swings his magical sword. An attack that would be lethal if it landed. Agile as he is, the little one has to drop back. Clarice and I both fire multiple shots at the same time. He stays back, deflecting our bullets with his dagger. Despite.
手を貸そうかバジル。さすがに虫が2匹飛んでいるようでは難しいだろう。
So the small guy is Basil. He smiles a gap-toothed smile.
この国
Whoa.
の警官と呼ばれる連中は大したことがない。
What the fuck is wrong with you?
がやはりハルソンは別だ。お前が何とかしろ。
望むところだ。
Varför gick ni ens runt med såna där cloaks? And the big one is called Das.
どうやら使命のようだ。メル様を頼むぞ、エルフの娘。
I can never back down from a challenge. Moving away from Mel, Harrelson walks into the alleyway. Matching him, Das moves away as well.
行くぞ。
Let's play. With Harrelson's gone, Basil clearly thinks will be easy. With another bizarre shout, Basil leaps into the air. I shoot at the same time, but he doesn't flinch. He blocks, dodges and confidently closes the distance. Vad är vi här uppe? Bara massa skit. Current voice not found. Rookie, this is bad. Basil sets his sights on the rookie and swings out. Now it's clear even to the rookie that we're off script here. Realizing her pistol is useless, Claire switches to magic. Instantly a powerful wind blows, buffeting Basil. Pushed back by the wind, the knife slashes only air. He draws another dagger from his waist and throws it. The rookie activates more magic, and the missile flies wide. The attacking wind becomes a protective shield. Elves don't generally like to fight, so their fighting styles usually focus on defense. Aggravated by the unseen wall, Basil still closes in. He's ignoring me. I guess he wants to get to the elf, and her heroic wind powers first. Even at a glance, the difference in skill is obvious. The rookie is nearly at the limits of her abilities. It won't be long until Basil has the upper hand. I fire my pistol in an attempt to draw his attention. An attempt that fails. Alltså, ni sa att det var en massa personer där inne i byggnaderna. Någon av dem borde ju ringa polisen eller vad som helst, för att nu liksom står ni här utanför och håller på och skjuter massa grejer. The standard gear is useless against keepers. More wind blows up. A wild whipping gale attacking Basil again. Like a personal rainstorm raging just around him. The wind is so strong he can barely swing his knife, but all it's doing is slowing him down. It isn't going to actually defeat Basil, so all he has to do is wait it out. Stand fast until the wind dies down even just a little. And the rookie is looking tired already. No. She still seems okay, but her expression is clouded. I point my gun at Basil again. Just firing at him isn't going to do anything. Basil isn't about to reach us, but then we can't lay our hands on him either. Wind magic is useful, but it still has its limits. SMS. Her breathing goes ragged. The wind starts to waver and weaken. Seeing his opening, Basil leaps into the air. Free at last, Basil retreats with small darting movements.
同じ手を食らうと思うなよ。すみません先輩、仕留めきれませんでした。
You did well for a rookie. That was a big ask. Wind magic might not be lethal, but it can stop most fucks. She's outclassed in her first encounter, that's all. Using keeper abilities and magic really takes it out of you. Clarice doesn't have another fight in her. As Basil closes in, we only have one option left, which is run for it. A tactical retreat, using our home turf advantage. You too. He can handle himself, I'm sure. This is not correct police procedure. Okay. Shit, what kind of monster is he? We've escaped into the alley with Mel, all of us exhausted. The rookie is looking beat, likely due to all that magic. Tänk att allt det här började med att hon bara hade glömt sin bricka. Det är väl på gott och ont kanske, för nu kickar vi igång någonting här va? I dropped my radio as we ran, so no backup. Men knacka på någon dörr, fönster, gör någonting. Ni är liksom inte helt isolerade. We're still at least 10 minutes from the NPA. If we take the main streets, we'll put civilians at risk. So we have to deal with this ourselves. Bara vänta på att han ska liksom unleash någon ancient power. Jag vet att han kan göra det. Han var på väg att göra det vid någon typ i början av spelet. I'm so sorry about all this. It's on my... Let's hope we can complete that duty. If he comes at us hard, we're both going to
そ
die.
れは
I could tell that Basil was still holding plenty back.
どこに隠れてやがるんだ
Basil's voice rings down the alleyway. He's taunting us, knowing how exhausted we are. I have one spare clip left. Useless or not, it's all I have. You,
こっちも同じです
after we let Fivana escape, I just wanted to go home. To listen to the 13th getting badmouthed again tomorrow, that version of the future feels far away from
刑
now.
事って怖い職業ですね心配しないでください何があってもたとえ命に変えても
Don't make promises we may not be able to
ほっといて
keep.
ください刑事になってから一度言ってみたかったセリフなんですよね
You watch too much TV. Det var lite kul
そう
ändå.
でもないです日々堕落して生きるルカ先輩にはわからないでしょうけど命がけで戦う刑事を私は知っているんです
But I know at least one very hardworking detective. With that, Clarice looks up into the rainy sky.
私が警官になった時の話をしてもいいですか
Sure. You have to do this
こ
now.
んな状況だからこそ聞いても
Alltså,
らいたいんです
kommer det här vara en lång historia? För jag vet inte om jag ska ta och runda av här kanske. Vi har hållit på ganska länge. Det kanske är en bra idé. Jag vet inte. Samtidigt så vill jag veta vad hon har att säga och jag kommer inte ha tid att spela in något mer idag. Så det kanske är bättre att bara lyssna. Vi gör så att vi lyssnar. Tar det mer än 20 minuter så kommer jag behöva avbryta mitt tid dock. Men go on then. We could be dead any moment now, so why not? Why not waste our final moments doing this?
エルフが刑事になるのって珍しいと思いませんか
Berätta bara. I guess there's only a handful, including you.
それだけ多種族が刑事を目指すのは簡単なことではありませんだけど私は刑事になると決めて今日までやってきました
Yeah. Knowing it would be difficult, you're stuck at it anyway.
小さい頃私は例の狂乱
Oh, det är den här Cult Massacre igen. Oh, intressant. You did? That's why she was acting funny the other day. Vänta, förlåt. Vi ska bara... Vi gör så där, vi gör så där, vi gör så där. Så.
両親は殺され私もまた教団の関係者に人質にされてしまったんです
So she was another victim of the cult massacre. You've had a pretty hard life. Mel is listening, although I'm not sure how much she
そ
understands.
んな私をある刑事は命がけで助けてくれたんです
Kommer det visa sig att det var vi liksom? It pushed all of us to the edge. Förmodligen så är det så. A couple thousands were killed, all told. The nation's biggest tragedy, one we hope never to repeat. So much good and so much bad vanished from the world.
その人のように誰かの命を救う人になりたい
Förmodligen så var det Ruka
私
som
は刑
räddade
事を
henne.
目指したんです
Det känns liksom som att det var säkert det. I see. So you're another victim of the
突
cult.
きつけられた拳銃を前にしてもその刑事はひるむことなく犯罪者に向かっていましたもう記憶は薄れてしまいましたが
Hur gammal var du,
そ
sa
の大
du?
きな背中だけはよく覚えているんです
I take a glance at the rookie and something clicks. Okay, hold on. I see. I see now. The world certainly is a small place.
だからまだ何も成し遂げていない中で簡単にやられちゃうわけにはいかないんですよね
With that, Clarice quietly closes her eyes. Then I notice a warm wind gathering around the rookie.
先輩どこまでやれるかは分かりませんが私が奴を引きつけます
Kan du inte bara
その間
flyga
に逃げて
iväg?
ください
Hey, what are you talking
仮
about?
にもエルフの端くれですから私は
A rookie, willing to risk her life. Big words, but it's clear you're running on fumes. Seconds, if you're lucky, and then you're done.
否定はしません
In which case, use that strength to run away. Carry Mel and get up on the buildings. Find the radio, get back to Haraldson, and call for backup.
先輩
You can't die yet, right? So run.
そんなの
Look at your watch. It's time to clock out, kid. I slowly stand up.
待ってください
Somebody took the time to save your life. You want to lose it here?
それは見つけたぞ
He's here. No more discussions. Go! I pop up and fire my gun. Basil, passing nearby, reacts at once.
そこか
Det var en sista skott.
すぐに戻ります
The rookie deploys her wings, picks up Mel and takes off. They rise up, a little slower than usual. Good, she's finally following my orders. Bring it on, midget! Even in this alley, I know it'll never hit Basil. Rolling around through the rain, I'll lead him away. Running, I take a look behind me. But there's no sign of Basil. What, he wasn't fooled? In the next moment,
どこまで逃げるつもりだ
hearing him by my ear, I jump in the opposite direction. Then, next moment, a dagger slashes where I was standing. A faint impact strokes my cheek. The tip of the blade just scraped me.
反応速度だけはいいなだが俺が声をかけなき
Ja.
ゃ死んでいくぞ
Kanske inte så smart att säga precis innan du attackerar. Eat this! Grand Bomber! If I hadn't said anything.
引き離して巻くつもりだったんだろうがエルフをおとりにすればお前が逃げられたものを
Ironically, I now have a reason to protect that rookie. A bizarre stroke of fate. She's the elf child from back then. I have to risk my life to defend her. This isn't coming from some sense of justice. This is atonement.
異性はいいようだ
Någonting har hänt där. Det är hans fel att hennes föräldrar dog eller någonting.
どの道をお前は
Indirekt hans fel.
終わりだけどね
What does that mean?
俺の担当には強力な毒が
Okej, jag misstänkte att det skulle vara något sånt där. När de nämner att den bara skrapar honom, då tänkte jag fan.
だんだんとめまい吐き気しびれが出てきただろ
Poison, eh?
あのエルフと女がどこに逃げたか
Ja, ingenstans. De flög iväg. Who knows?
すぐに戻りますから
Men tyst. The rookie's voice rings out from above. Clarice is heading to the roof.
そうかエルフは飛べるんだったな
Basil mutters, looking up. You can't follow, can you? No matter how fast he is, he can't reach the rooftops.
そう考えたんだとしたら甘いな
What?
俺は出すのように不用意に能力を使ったりはしない使うときは必殺のとき
Jag gillar inte hans design. Det känns liksom lite out of place. With that, he places a hand on the ground. Lite så här.
必ず
Jag vet
殺す
inte.
と決めたときだ
An incredible pressure falls on my legs. What's going on? A voice shouts out high above. It's dropping toward us too. Incredible pressure intensifies again. This is your keeper power. Incredible G-force is being generated around Basil. The ability to control gravity. Clarice, in the air, feels the full effects. She's desperately trying to use her wind to fly higher, but there's nothing she can do against Basil's power. You're not making this easy, you know. I kick off the ground with one heavy foot. Rolling, I catch the falling Clarice and Mel.
助かりましたこれで一網打尽だな
So things aren't exactly going according to plan. Varför var hon bara inte tyst? Det där är lite så här. Det blir lite jobbigt, va? För det är så här, det är så. Varför var hon bara inte tyst? Och man blir inte så här irriterad på ett sätt att vad dum du är, utan snarare att det inte är jättebra skrivet kanske. Det känns inte så jättelogiskt. Hon hade förmodligen varit tyst i den här situationen. Det är ett väldigt billigt sätt att skriva det på så att hon kommer tillbaka. Jag vet inte. Man hade kunnat gjort det på något annat sätt kanske. I'd figured that annoying smuggling assassins into the country was someone who meant business. Anyone smuggling assassins into the country was someone who meant business. Controlling gravity though. That will make him a class B, even class A in this nation. Det hade funkat om det inte varit byggt upp helt på att hon bara skrek där i slutet. You'll find this nation has its own rules. A police officer can't overlook your actions here. I take a look at my hands. Luckily it's been over a day since my last tablet. That should give me a brief window. Okej, någonting kan försöka hända. Ja, du, tyst nu. Tyst nu, du har pratat nog för idag. Shut it. I just saved you, so be nice to me. Anyway, this guy will need to recharge. Grab Mel and get out of here. What? Fucking who? So your tank really is empty now. You worthless rookie. I can't handle this situation and protect her at once. We're dealing with an incredible powerful opponent. Incredibly. Our only good fortune is that he isn't all that smart. But he has more than enough strength to compensate. Ja. Okay, men vad fan. Basil gives a shout. All three of us are forced to the ground again. He takes out another knife and hurls it towards Mel. Damn it. We're stuck. That knife is going to hit Mel. I drag my body up and take the knife in my arm. Seeing the blade in my arm, the rookie screams. End? It's not even stuck in me, you fucker. Indeed, the knife is right there, stuck in my arm. At least that's what it looks like. In fact, the knife stopped just before piercing the skin. Melissa, nej hon är inte kvar här. Jag trodde först att liksom, hon gjorde ju någon säng eller någonting. Är det den som har stoppat kniven? Det känns så här, det kanske är det. No, I have a pixie bed. It looks like he just ate a bug. Kan vi få någon förklaring på vad som hände? Basil chuckles, creeping closer with his gap-toothed grin. So he thinks I don't stand a chance at close range. He's wrong. Frozen burn. The temperature in the alley instantly drops. Oh my. Oh my! The rookie mutters, noticing the sudden change. Varför gjorde du inte så här tidigare? Instant confusion, jag väntar att han inte vill. Folk ska veta om det, men nu har han inget val. An impossible moment. As Basil panics, my shot lands in his chest. Då hade ju inga skott kvar. With a grunt, Basil goes flying backward. One solid hit is all I needed. Especially in the chest. He won't be getting up soon. The bullets have at least that much power to incapacitate. But Basil is up right away, lifting his dagger again. It seems he wasn't the only one underestimating his opponent. I should have hit him again to be sure he stayed down. Du hade ju inga skott kvar. He clearly has his guard up now. Probably for the first time since this all kicked off. He underestimated us and was overconfident. So we both made mistakes. Even after 24 hours, I'm still feeling suppressed. Having confirmed he can move, Basil swings his dagger. I place my hand on the wall of the alley. I then kick my way up the wall. One foot after the other, I head upward. What? Ursäkta. Once I get high enough, I circle around behind Basil and fire off all the remaining ammo from my clip. He uses his dagger to block the bullets. A pretty impressive trick. I drop the empty clip and load my last spare. Then I start firing again. Of course, he'll just deflect them all again. A pro like this can handle anything I throw at him. But maybe if I take a different approach. Repelling a few more shots, Basil realizes something's wrong. He blocks a few more, but then one catches his arm. 3, 4, 5, 6 shots in total hit his body. Phew. He has to go down after this many hits. I've caused so much damage I might have killed him. Might have, but... He springs up from the ground and falls back, breathing hard. You too. I thought only a Sedgit could take that kind of beating and carry on. Still, this is checkmate. Ska han fly eller? I'm not planning on chasing him down. If I have to fight or to arrest him, it won't be easy. I'll likely end up paying a high price myself. I don't like to just let him go, but I see no other way. Except... As Basil moves to escape, I notice a tattoo on his arm. Hold on. The one who called you into this nation. When we meet again, you're finished, okay? I don't care about his parting insults. I feel one emotion growing, burning strong inside me. Basil leaps away. I dash after him, after all. Sorry, but I changed my mind. With Basil slowing down, I close in on him. Everyone linked to the cult has to die. So, I swing my arm. Frozen blade. Ta-da-ya! Something like a sharp blade of wind shoots toward Basil. Very, very fast. His arm, spilling no blood, spins for the air. Oh my. Oh my, oh my, this is kind of creepy. Oh my. Ja, det här är en ganska nice CG. Jag gillar också den här dimmade effekten här. Kan vi göra en print screen här? Frågan om jag fick någon print screen där. Skärmbilder, kanske. Nej. Jag skulle vilja ha det här som en grej. Hur fixar jag en print screen på det här då? I have no idea. Jag ska kunna göra det på något sätt. Skärmdump här. Video screenshot. Jag tror jag fick någonting. Vänta, var stod det? Nu vet jag inte ens vart den hamnade. Där har vi den. Perfekt. Det är en ganska nice bild. Jag vill ha som tumnagel här. Perfekt. The rookie must have seen everything. White absolute zero mist pours from my body. Yeah, I'm a keeper, all right. Yeah, I guess I am. Det är ganska intressant. You're finished. I take a step toward Basil. He clearly wants to run, but I've locked him down. His feet are frozen, meaning he can't get away. Maybe if you chopped his leg off. Even if he managed that, it just frees another part of him. Or just freeze. What was?
さっき係長に聞いたんです。先輩は本当はすごい刑事だって。やっとわかりました。先輩のこと。先輩のその力は魔術の域を超えかけています。そう。
Ren magi. You're exaggerating. I can only use my keeper abilities for a brief time, and each time I use them, I risk damage to my body. My powers are lethal and doubly constrained. Rookie, you take Mel to Harrelson. I'm worried about what's happening over there.
それははい、わかりました。 も先輩はどうするんですか？
You've seen my powers. You don't have to worry about me. Hurry.
はい。
She helps Mel up and they leave the alleyway. Basil can't even chase after them, let alone use his gravity control. He doesn't have the energy to spare. I have some questions for you. Who have you come in contact with since arriving here?
貴様には関係のないこと。
Tell me or I'll kill you. I place my hand in front of Basil. I'll freeze your body solid. A taunt. Maybe he thinks a detective like me wouldn't hurt him. Tell me who you met and where you met them to. Basil gives a defiant shout. At the same time I use my power. However, my strength suddenly fails me. Basil leaps away and makes a run for it. Hold it! Only 20 seconds after I started using my powers. My body is already at its limits. Damn it. I fumble a tablet out and cram it into my mouth. I take a few deep breaths, composing myself. I crouch down in place. I know he won't go back to his body right away. His severed arm must be thawing and starting to bleed. If he doesn't get medical help soon, he'll bleed out. Okej. Jag tror att vi måste ta och avsluta här för nu klockan börjar bli mycket. Jag måste röra mig mot jobbet. Väldigt spännande avsnitt. Det börjar bli väldigt spännande här faktiskt. Väldigt spännande. Vi får se vad som händer i nästa avsnitt. Men fram tills dess så får ni ha det bra, så hörs vi då. Jag får tacka så mycket för att ni har tittat, så hörs vi. Hej då!